Buzz, Australia's first and still only social media TV show.
What's happening? Why aren't other people catching on?
Copiers, guys. You're not paying attention or something. You know what we're going to do? We're going to go straight into some tweets tonight. If you want to tweet us as well, hashtag The Buzz on Twitter. Paul, what tweets have we got?
Well, we've got some from Henry Beans already, who's been trying his poetry. Candice, this one's for you. It says, I wrote a poem I'd like to share. Candice Barnes, she does weather, so too does someone named Heather. And another one that says, Jordan and Cook do a show on FM. I've yet to listen in, but good on them.
That's very well done,
Thank
Henry.
you, Henry.
Yeah, that's good stuff. If we had a prize, we'd give you one.
For poetry.
Maybe.
We need to sort that out.
Or not. In fact, do you know what, Henry? Your poems have made me feel very, very relaxed.
Inhale, calm, exhale, relaxed. Continue to breathe slowly and calmly. Your tension has been exterminated.
Exterminate! Relax! I love that. And the great thing is you're at the end and it's really quite confusing because you feel like you should be relaxed, but at the same time you're terrified.
Bang on. All right. Now, I think what we should do first, we're mixing it up this evening. We're going to go straight to Candice for a bit of a recap.
Thanks, guys. You know what else makes me stressed other than Henry's poetry? Thank you very much. I very much enjoyed that. The end of the week. So, you know, tomorrow being Friday, we've been working all week. What we need is something to cheer us up, a little bit of a lift. Thanks to the BBC, we can now do that on a Friday, thanks to a YouTube channel they've just launched called Earth Unplugged. And one of my favourite things on the internet, baby animals. There is a show on this Earth Unplugged channel dedicated to baby animals, so just the kind of thing you need at the end of the week. Thanks, BBC. There was uproar over the interwebs this week on a completely other topic. Hostess, which is the American company which makes one of their favourite kind of little cream-filled cake-surrounded treats called Twinkies, well, they've gone bust. So people, Americans from all over the nation took to Twitter and blogs and forums to voice their disgust and really pay tribute to the cream-filled cake thing. You can now pick up these little treats for up to $100 on eBay, so they will be in short supply, but RIP, I guess. I never got the chance to try one, so if anyone would like to send us one, then that would be great. Wonderful. I can imagine that some people have been doing stupid things in the wake of this news, but probably not as stupid as this.
And the funny thing is, it took you about a week to dry after that, didn't it? You just couldn't get dry.
Oh, you're hilarious. I was just going to say that guy was obviously, that's where all the Twinkies have gone.
Is it real cream in a Twinkie, or is it that kind of horrid plastic?
It's horrid.
Fake
Twinkies,
cream?
like McDonald's burgers, never go off. You can keep them forever.
Forever.
Keep spares in your pockets, like I tend to.
I always think of Twinkies remind me of Ghostbusters 2 for some reason. Anyway.
Definitely the kind of you stored away for when you need to be holed up somewhere for a long time.
Ain't that the truth? All right, moving right along, I've got to make sure I say that at least once per episode. The hashtag #Schoolies is popular at the moment. Mr. Paul Cook, why might schoolies be popular at this point in time?
As you know, Jason, it's that time of the year when young children, 17 and 18 years old, are finishing high school.
They're young adults.
They're young children to us. Are finishing high school and out to take on the world. And of course, what we see, once upon a time, you may remember, you would hear stories of quokka soccer and debauchery and drunkenness, but you'd never actually see it. Whereas now, of course, thanks to the internet and Instagram, which apparently is where you go if you want to see the most topless schoolgirl photos, we can see what they're up to. And basically, parents are seeing their kids up to no good. On news reports, we see lots of stuff from Bali and what's going on there. And we're also seeing lots of videos as well, and we're seeing people horrified by what they're seeing at school.
So you're saying topless schoolgirls? Whereabouts was that?
Yeah, Instagram is where you go for the you know, chicks there sucking on moonbags. But the thing is, they've actually released a statement for parents and kids alike to be aware, because you know, maybe this time in 3 months or a year, you're going to be looking for a job. And,
so this Instagram that you're talking about, and this Instagram, do I need to search in particular for topless chicks, or is it just there?
Oh, just look, you'll find them.
All right.
Just
okay. Thank
use
you.
some of your internet magic.
Thank
you know
you.
what you're doing.
Thank you for-
so
that's-
yes. So
that's
if
good.
you are a student and you are at schoolies and you are going nuts, one of the things you really need to do is be aware that that picture of your bum that you posted may actually be on the front page of your boss's or
Of the
potential
Pelican
boss
at
resume.
UWA, yes.
Yeah.
All right. Now, some of you may have actually seen a video of a guy going absolutely nutso on a bus at a poor French girl who'd been singing a bit of a French song and was threatened and sworn at, and it just seemed particularly violent, well over the top. Why? A French girl. She's not even dark-skinned.
Well, this is what I get from the story. Apparently, she's obviously at the back of the bus and she's singing a song in French. And so what's happened is some guy has decided to take, I don't know, objection to it, started screaming at her. Another guy has joined in, decided to start screaming at her as well. And then a girl's gone in, and before you know it, the whole bus is abusing her. What was that? S02, was it speak English or
die.
Disappear? And it's just absolutely insane.
And then this guy who's pushing the pram actually
Yeah.
gets off the bus and smashes the window.
Ditches a rock at the bus and smashes the window. And one thing I wonder watching that video is where the hell is somebody going in to step to that girl's defence and say, guys, pull your bloody head in? But no one
I don't know
did
if you noticed, from the camera shot that we got, it was pretty much almost everybody in the shot was egging these guys on.
Yeah, insane, absolutely insane. And it's not like she was singing some sort of French nationalist anthem about taking over the world. Anyway,
This happens. We don't want to see it happening again.
No.
All right, let's have something a bit more entertaining in our lives. Let's go to Candace.
Yeah, that racist rant really riles me up. There's no excuse for racism. Doesn't matter what your skin colour is, doesn't matter where you're from, what song you're singing, no excuse for it whatsoever. Anyway, something that people do like is sex.
Yes.
People all agree with that. People also like Facebook.
Yes.
All right.
Woohoo.
The age-old question, which one do people like more?
Sex.
Spot on,
Sex on
Jace.
Facebook.
Finally, we've got an answer to this question that no one ever asked. The University of Canterbury in New Zealand has found that people do enjoy sex as their #1 activity that makes them happy, well above things like Facebook, shopping and religion. So thank you. Great news for the future
How
of our
about you,
species.
Candace?
Oh, sex, definitely, no doubt about
That's a
it.
bit stupid, though. I mean, imagine if they did a survey and it turns out we like Facebook more. You'd be going, well, that's the end of the human race then.
That's it.
We're just
We're
going to be Facebooking, no more procreation
But
going on.
thankfully, Candace prefers sex.
Absolutely. So, you know, let's go on with that one. Now, I'm still on Facebook. There's yet another feature that we're going to need to tweak our privacy settings on. This week, the social media giant launched something called relationship pages at facebook.com/us. It shows all of the interactions between you and a particular person. All of your friends are affected, from your spouse to that random weird acquaintance that you haven't deleted off Facebook yet. So be warned, definitely something to watch out for and double check on. Something that I hope to see on a street near me very shortly is this.
I'm sure I've seen you in one of those.
I dream of being in one of those. And it's like the ultimate. There was a game called Mech Warrior, I think, on Super NES about 15 years ago, and that's pretty much Mech Warrior come to life.
I think that is the only vehicle that you could safely drive on Perth roads.
Yes, I can merge in that sucker.
Now, Paul, I've been meaning to ask you for a while, why are you broke?
Well, because I volunteer for television shows. But look, if I was rich and I had lots of money, I would still be broke. And one of the reasons is I would go to this site called thisiswhyimbroke.com, which that Mech Warrior we just saw, you can buy that, $1.3 million.
All right.
You can buy a Dolphin powerboat for a mere $65,000. You can buy the world's most powerful laser at $300. You can buy a remote-controlled flying shark. Basically, things range from $1.5 million down to about $4 or $5, and there's everything. You know, when you read those websites and they say, you know, Japanese guy invents crazy toilet that paints mosaic on your bum while you poo. Pretty much it is on here.
Right.
And you can buy it. And
so what's it called? This is why I'm broke.
This is why I'm broke.com, and it's absolutely awesome. Everything will link you to either the Amazon page or the eBay page or the company page where you can then go and buy it.
I get the feeling though that this website actually works. As opposed to?
As opposed to that other one we had during the week that we like to call...
Click fail.
It became click fail. And one of the reasons was that they set up this website very quickly. It was all fired up to go. A whole lot of Aussie retailers who had been, I guess, pushing against that internet selling barrow had decided to form a little club together and do this thing, which is, I guess, basically the Boxing Day sales on the web.
Now, as I understand it, it was basically from the very moment of launch, the website stopped working.
Yeah, within a couple of minutes, obviously, they'd had huge followings and everybody clicked on and it crashed. And then, of course, within 2 minutes, click fail was the tweet. And
pretty
I don't even, I mean, I'm not an online shopper by any great degree, but I was kind of aware of it, but it didn't really strike me as anything exciting until the click fail tag started coming up. And then this monumentous failure hit us.
Well, it really was, and I think the big problem here is that they just weren't prepared for the volume of inbound connections, but that in and of itself kind of tells you that it was actually successful. It got stacks and stacks of people.
Well, the question is, I know, but the thing is, it's a whole lot of negatives. So next time Click Frenzy comes up, you're going to go, you know, I'm not even going to bother this time.
But what
I'm
you
just
can
going to go
see,
and buy it on what I know.
Looking at those screens, like the one that's behind you at the moment, we can see all the logos of all the businesses that were actually involved.
Yeah.
So in actual fact, there was no need to go to the ClickFail website when you could have gone directly to any of those websites.
No, but I'm guessing what happened is these conglomerated for a place to sell all their old stock that they wouldn't even bother listing on their old website and put it on Click Frenzy, which was one of the complaints as well, was that the stock was basically just crap.
There was no real bargains to be found.
Yeah.
Candice, did you actually manage to take a look at Click Frenzy?
Didn't even bother. I'd heard some pretty rubbish things about the quality of the stuff that was on there. As you say, a lot of seconds and a lot of stuff that they couldn't sell the first time round. I'd much rather just hit up my own shops or go online and check out the websites that I like. I must admit, I'm not one for buying clothes online. I like to try them on in the shops. Call me traditional, but give me shoes any day.
Yeah, absolutely. And look, much the same way, because nothing ever fits me.
Look, I really think what they need to do is just have a site like that that's up all the time.
Yeah, well, we've got those.
Scoop on.
Yeah, we've got plenty of those already. All right, we've got to take a quick break. During the break, I know that you can't use Twitter and Facebook and stuff while we're actually talking to you, but during the break you can. So hashtag the buzz, and we'll read out the best tweets directly after the break.
Poetry, whatever.